avoid such instances?
You know, one of the things that a lot of people will be discussing about, and we've discussed this after every railway accident, is the Kavach program. And that is, Kavach program is something which is basically an anti-collision device. An anti-collision device where if two trains are on the same track and are headed for a collision, then automatic braking takes place, and this is without the intervention of personnel, and this leads to the train stopping before the collision. And it has been designed exactly for situations like these. Now, we talked about the Balasore incident, but that was different. That was because there was a green signal, there was a loop line, and the train accidentally went onto the loop line. That is a different issue. That was a point failure, a point issue. That is one of the things. Now, this is, of course, a different issue. This is basically what it seems like initially, and what people are saying, though there is no official word from the railways, only an inquiry will establish that, that, the goods train hit the Kanchanjunga Express from behind, which means it could have been the case, and I say this with a, caveat that, obviously all of these things will come out in an inquiry, that the goods train could have overshot a signal. Now, this is exactly where a Kavach system comes into place, and it kicks in, and it's supposed to prevent incidents like these. And therefore, the rollout of the Kavach across the country for a modern railway network, if India truly has to be a modern railway network, apart from the shiny, gleamy new trains, which are very much welcome, what we also need to focus on is safety aspects. And this Kavach is a very important part of the safety aspect. It's a very important thing that the railways has been working on, but it needs to be rolled out across entire India to prevent accidents like these. Secondly, when an accident like this occurs, when it does occur, what needs to be done is that perhaps what we've seen is that ICF coaches, which are the old railway coaches, Indian Railways has mostly moved on to the newer platform of railway coaches, which is the LHB coaches, which are manufactured in India, but the technology transfer is there. So this is, of course, a much safer railway coach. And what happens in an accident is that the LHB coaches don't climb atop each other. The ICF coaches, unfortunately, do climb atop each other, and that leads to more casualties and more injuries. So perhaps this shift towards modernization in terms of the railway rakes from ICF to LHB needs to happen sooner and at a faster pace. Now, if you're talking about North Bengal, most of the trains, whether it's the Uttar Express, all of these trains have been converted to LHB coaches, and that process is on. Kanchanjunga Express was one of those trains that still hadn't been converted into an LHB rake. So perhaps all of these things will be looked at in terms of the thing. And we have just have a tweet from the DRM Sealdah. Remember, the Kanchanjunga Express that was coming in today was headed to Sealdah. It was scheduled to reach Sealdah in the evening. The DRM Sealdah has tweeted saying a special helpline booth has been set up at Sealdah station following a rare end collision involving the downed Kanchanjunga Express near New Jalpaiguri. The helpline numbers are 033-2350-8794, 033-238-33326. I'll repeat those numbers: 033-235-8794 and 238-33326. Obviously with the prefix of 033 before. Now, passengers seeking information or assistance regarding this incident can contact this number. An additional help desk is also being set up at Noihati station to provide further support to passengers, and helplines for that. Sealdah division is sincerely working to address the situation and provide assistance to those affected by the collision. We will continue to provide updates from time to time. That's the Sealdah DRM. Remember, this train, of course, was running from towards Sealdah and was expected to arrive at Sealdah in the evening, which is one of the stations in the Kolkata area. Now, these are the two things. One is, of course, Kavach. One is, of course, the shift from ICF to LHB. And the other thing, of course, now that, the railways have been on a modernization spree, is perhaps a lot of these lines, especially in the northeast, and there's a lot of rail and goods traffic that are on using the same railway network. Perhaps that's why, in other parts of the country we are building the WDFC and the Eastern Freight Corridor. But perhaps there now needs to be a more larger, thought, though the accident has got nothing to do with it, but it is part of all the measures that railways can take to make rail travel a lot more safer, is look at, perhaps ensuring that the Kavach system is deployed more frequently across a wider part of the railway network in India. So these are the two things. The latest updates is that also Raju Bista, the BJP MP from the Darjeeling constituency, has reached the area. And also what we know is that we are tracking the NFR, Northeastern Frontier Railway, for more updates. The Northeastern Frontier Railway is the railway zone that manages this railway track. It's the NFR, and of course, like I said, this is a very busy railway route through the Chickens corridor of the Siliguri corridor, and railway traffic is likely to be affected across northeast India because of this accident.
Right. Saurabh, thank you for giving us the latest inputs on the details of what is happening. Viewers, we will come back on this after a very short break. Stay tuned and continue watching NDTV. And we are getting the live visuals coming in from the rescue site where NDRF and State Disaster Response Force is also at the site. We can see how both the teams are working in close coordination, while locals also were the first one to help the victims and injured in the train tragedy that took place at around 9 a.m. today. The rescue and relief operations are underway. We are believed to be aware that 5 people have reportedly died in the accident. You can see how the rescue and relief operation is underway. The details that we know so far is that a goods train rammed into a passenger train, leading to this tragedy. And just after that, rescue and relief operation was launched. Even West Bengal Chief Minister was the first one to react over this, and she said that doctors and ambulances are also rushing to the spot so that injured can be shifted to the hospitals and urgent medical attention can be given. This was a Sealdah-bound Kanchanjunga Express that has fallen victim to this tragedy. We also spoke to several officials who also threw light on the possible need for urgent reforms in the railway system. We are also likely to be believed that there is a overshooting of signal that led to this tragedy, but the final inquiry report has to be coming in, and we will be giving you more details. We have been tracking this closely, what happened in North Bengal. Remember, viewers, this is a key network, and this might lead to be a diversion or cancellation in trains passing through this area, or several trains might be diverted to other routes. Now, 2 coaches derailed. Bengal CM, Railway Minister has also reacted to the tragedy, and Ashwini Vaishnav, while informing about the same, said that Rescue and Relief Operations Centre is doing all to take the rescue and relief operations on war footing. Now we can see how the locals also were the first one to react to it and rush to the site. With officials, we have the latest coming in is that Rail Minister is likely to leave for the accident site. Well, Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav will be reaching Bengal in just a short while. The latest news that is coming in on NDTV is that Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav will leave for the accident site. We also have spoken to various officials that
in the morning, it has been reported that Kanchanjunga Sealdah Express, Agartala Sealdah Express, which were moving towards Sealdah, met with an accident near New Jalpaiguri area when a goods carrier train hit the passenger train near New Jalpaiguri. No report of casualty is there, but some of the passengers have sustained grievous injuries, as has been reported, and myself, I'm in touch with the authorities of Northeastern Frontier Railways, as well as I have asked my officials in Transport Department to be in touch with the officials of NF Railway and brief accordingly in the coming times.
Now, we heard the officials saying. We also have Saurabh joining us. Saurabh has been tracking this update closely. He was the first one to report over the tragedy that took place in North Bengal. Saurabh, right now we know that 5 people have died and 25 people have been injured in this. If you can tell us about the hospitals. Once, let's talk about how the rescue and relief operation takes place. Once a tragedy is reported, then injured are being shifted to the hospitals. Is there any alert that has been sounded in nearby hospitals for urgent medical attention? Like there should be no shortage of ambulances, there should be no shortage of medicines?
Yes, all of that has in fact been ordered by the Chief Minister. Also, the Railways has a pretty large facility at New Jalpaiguri. They have all the requirements that are there in terms of New Jalpaiguri. It is a railway hub in the North Bengal region, and it's a very important railway station, and a lot of important trains also stop there. So the Railways has a lot of equipment stationed at New Jalpaiguri. Rangapani by train from New Jalpaiguri is hardly about 5 to 10 minutes max. By road from Siliguri, etc., it is about, again, hardly about, maybe from New Jalpaiguri, it's maybe by about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So it's closely located to urban sprawls, and therefore hospitals, etc., in the area have been put on alert. There are hospitals available in the nearby areas, and the locals will be rushed there, including the nearby hospitals include the North Bengal Medical College and Hospital, which are also not very far. All of these are within half an hour, 45 minutes driving distance. What we've also been told is that the police have, sort of kept the route, traffic route to the accident spot clear, and ambulances, etc., have been stationed nearby. So it's not, it's going to be, hospitals have been alerted. So as far as all the arrangements for rescue and relief are concerned, I beg your pardon, those are being arranged and looked into pretty quickly. What is, of course, a concern is if there are people trapped underneath the debris. Some of the photos suggest that there could be some people, and that's why, carrying out this rescue and relief operation on a war footing is necessary, which the Railways and the state government are coordinating on. The state government has assured all help to the Railways. The DM, the SP, have been ordered to go there and help. All of those arrangements, of course, have been made to ensure that people are saved in the quickest possible time and brought out of the debris and, sent for treatment if required. The Shobhashachi Dey, the Chief PRO of Northeastern Frontier Railway, did tell us that the accident relief van has reached, and also the other equipment that the Railways usually has a standard operating procedure when there is an accident. All of that has kicked into motion and has also reached the area. So rescue relief is taking place. Inclement weather remains a challenge. It's been a very rainy day, even in the morning and also in the night. There were thunderstorms, so obviously inclement weather could be a challenge. But apart from that, the Railways, of course, continuing the rescue and relief operations. 5 dead, 25 injured is what the police are saying as of now.
Right. Also, we have information coming in that Union Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav will also shortly reach the accident site.
Yes, the Union Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav is likely to land at the Bagdogra Airport. And again, Bagdogra Airport is also not very far from the area, about a 25-minute max, or maybe a 30-minute drive max.
Sorry to interrupt you, Saurabh. We also have a reaction coming in from President of India. Shri Draupadi Murmu has also reacted to the tragedy that is coming in. She says the news of the loss of lives due to a train accident in Darjeeling, West Bengal is deeply distressing. My thoughts and prayers are with the bereaved families. I pray for the speedy recovery of the injured and success of relief and rescue operations. The reaction that is coming in from Draupadi Murmu is on your screens, viewers. This is the President reacting to the sad news coming in from North Bengal, where 5 people lost their lives. We have this reaction coming in. She says, and I quote, the news of the loss of lives due to a train accident in Darjeeling is deeply distressing. My thoughts and prayers are with the bereaved families. I pray for the speedy recovery of the injured and success of relief and rescue operations. So we saw how the centre, from the Union Railway Minister to now President, is also keeping a close track of what's happening in North Bengal. Meanwhile, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee also reacted to the tragedy. She said that rescue operations will be done on war footing. Medicines, ambulance and other essentials which are required will be given at the accident site, while officials will be the first one to reach. Now we see how the President of India is also reacting to the unfortunate news that is coming in from North Bengal. Yes, Saurabh, we were talking about how the Union Railway Minister will be reaching North Bengal shortly, in Darjeeling particular. And what do you think after he reaches, will there be a report inquiry ordered in the case?
Well, you know, this is of course a matter of procedure. Railway inquiries are always ordered. A board of inquiry is always ordered when there is an accident, and the board of inquiry usually looks into the causes of the accident and then also suggestions to prevent such accidents in the future. That's a part of procedure, and that will happen. But you know, just for the benefit of our viewers, the area is located in the Darjeeling district of West Bengal. However, it's not in the Darjeeling hills. It's very much in the plains. It is in the narrow Siliguri Chicken's Neck corridor, and Rangapani is just one station away from the railway hub in the area, which is New Jalpaiguri. And also what we know is that this area is again located close to urban sprawls, so you will have hospitals which are nearby. Hospital access won't be that much of a challenge for those who need to be rushed to hospital. The railways have already arranged for mechanisms from New Jalpaiguri. The state administration has stepped in with ambulances. The DM, district magistrate, has rushed to the spot. So has the superintendent of police, to assist the railway authorities in carrying out this rescue and relief operation. Also, what we know is that the rescue and relief train, the accident rehabilitation train that the railways has on standby in several stations for any situation that may develop.